This is
Up
for Grabs, a podcast where three unfiltered friends talk about anything and everything. And now, here are your hosts, Tracy, Kim, and Rachel.
Welcome to Up for Grabs. I'm Rachel. I'm here with my friends Tracy.
Hi.
Hi. And Kim.
Hello.
Hello. Today on Up for Grabs, we're going to talk about status symbols and how they have changed in our view over the years. But before we jump into status symbols, I think we need to hop over to the sports desk real quick because it is Olympics. It's the Winter Olympics.
Oh, yeah. Weren't we supposed to get a team together?
No, that's for the Summer Olympics.
Oh, okay.
Handball?
Yes.
It's not too late for us to...
I just remembered for some reason that we were going to do something.
Yeah, we forgot to get our team together. No, we weren't going to skate or anything, but we are definitely doing the women's handball in 2028. That's
okay.
We'll have to remember to start practicing.
Yes.
But wouldn't you watch somebody that doesn't know what they're doing in the Olympics? Don't you think that's more entertaining than someone that...
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah.
I think we'd be a real ratings grabber. No, I thought we'd stop at the sports desk real quick because I haven't watched too much of the Winter Olympics yet, although it did just have the opening ceremonies Friday and today's only Monday. So I don't really know, honestly, how much has happened.
A lot.
Yeah.
I mean, just because...
You've missed everything.
It's over.
No, I think they've done a lot of the skiing and the downhill and some of the skating. I mean, I just think that it's like a constant barrage. Like if you go on Peacock, it'll show like what's live all the time. Like something's on all the time live.
Well, that makes sense.
So,
But so if you want to see something all the time, you have to have Peacock.
you have to have streaming, yeah. Because you're going to watch like NBC when it's already done. Like they'll show it in the evenings.
Yeah.
So you would have to like be in the cone of silence and not have things.
If it meant that much to you to not know.
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember anything anyway. You could tell me who won and I would still forget. So everything's a surprise when you can't remember anything.
Correct.
So that's really working out well for me for the Olympics.
The two things that stick out so far is the kid in the black on the ice skating.
Yes, they
They
call him something about because he has like really, really muscular thighs. They have a nickname for him, and
It's
I can't.
Quad God.
Quad God. That's what it is.
Well,
that's what it is.
What guy wouldn't like to be quad god?
But I don't think that's why they call him Quad God.
Oh, I thought it was.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause
he's
I thought
got
it was-
very defined. I mean, that's just how I took it when I saw him skating.
I thought they called him Quad God because he did quad jumps.
Oh, maybe
the most
that's
quad
what it is.
jumps.
Well, he's got defined quads
But
too.
you have to have
You
super
do.
strong quads to do.
I like that we're making it something like that.
I'm making it up.
Okay.
But I did watch him skate, and wow, he's really good.
Yeah, it's good.
He's really good, and I love that he's very like, what's the word? He's just like he acts so well, like his presence.
Oh, he's very
skating.
theatrical.
Yes,
in
theatrical. That's the
Yeah.
word I'm looking for. I love that. So,
Yeah, he's how old? Of
God, he
a
looks
kid?
like a baby. I don't know how
I mean,
old
I would guess
he looks so
18.
young.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's got to be.
He looks very young.
Very young.
Well, I liked the story that they had about him receiving some skate laces from Alex Ovechkin. Did you see that?
I knew it was from Virginia, so that makes sense.
Yeah, so they were kind of like, he's
That's
on the
cool.
Capitol, so he's like, oh, that's really fun. And they're
Aw.
bright yellow laces.
Yeah.
That's what Ovechkin does. So, no, I do want to see, I assume he will skate again.
Yeah.
Because I do want to see. I just forgot how nervous that makes me because he does, not only is he the quad god because his quads are great, but he does a move that I have not seen. He does a backflip and lands on one leg.
One leg.
Yeah.
Yes. Because
Quad
the first
God.
time I saw it, I was like, oh, did he mess up? Because he didn't land on both, but it was like the
Like he
people that
went-
were announcing it were explaining it.
Like he went right into
Yeah.
like something. I'm like, how strong does your leg have to be?
Well,
I barely made it up the stairs to
I
talk
know.
on this thing. So I am the wrong person to ask. Like I can't even, when I watch it, I don't understand. That
Me.
and gymnastics both.
I know it.
I don't understand. I don't even know if it's physics, but the physics of what makes them be able to twist and turn in
Well,
ways that don't
I
make
know.
sense to my brain.
I know.
And I was talking to Lillian, of course, I'm sure there's a obvious explanation, but to me, when I saw him do the backflip, I was like, How do you practice that? Because, dude, you don't land that on ice, and you're going to, like, kill yourself.
I know it.
Ice is pretty unforgiving.
Well, now I'm worried until it's over.
Well, then
Thanks.
she was like, I'm sure he practices with mats or, like, I'm like, but it's different. At one point, you're going to have to take away the mats.
And trust yourself enough. Again, I don't trust myself enough to do that. No way.
No,
It makes me nervous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to watch him. I'm going to watch, how about this? We'll each take a sport and we'll be the correspondent for the next sports desk.
I'm not doing it, but I'll tell you one more thing I know that's already happened.
Oh my God, you're not doing it?
No.
Why won't you be a correspondent
I
for
don't want
ice
to.
skating?
I don't, it's just too much.
Okay, well, tell me what you know then.
Lindsey Vonn.
How old is she?
I have mixed thoughts on the whole
I
thing.
have mixed too. She's 41, which in any type of athletics is 81. And she broke her leg and had to have, airlifted for surgery. Whether or not she should have done it, but somebody let her. Somebody cleared her to do it.
So she was competing in the Olympics as a 41-year-old on already a bad leg?
She
with her
retired
ACL
years ago.
completely blown.
Yes. She retired, 4, 6, 8 years ago?
How'd she make the Olympic team with a blown ACL?
I don't know.
There's hope for our handball team right now.
Right there.
I'm feeling it.
And so in the process, I guess that must have given because she was skiing very fast downhill and broke her leg.
Ew.
So a little bit of name drop. Zach did meet her.
Was he skiing?
I like that.
Was he skiing the Alps when he met
it was
her?
when he won his Prudential
Oh, she was there?
Spirit of Community. She was one of the people that were there to give the awards.
My question, and this, I don't know why it's my question. When you bring this up, I should be talking about what a great athlete she is, but wasn't she linked to Tiger Woods?
Yeah,
Wasn't she one of the post?
There were pictures leaked of her that she sent to Tiger that kind of got out there and the whole world saw.
Oh,
And I think she dated him post his
breakup.
his drama. And I just think people perceive her in a different light because of that.
Oh.
And I can't wrap my head around, like, if your ACL is blown and you're taking a chance, I can't wrap my head around an Olympic athlete, like what they've trained for,
Right.
what they've done, what they want. And so to me, more power to her.
Right.
If she wants to compete at that level and risk that kind of thing, I think it's nuts. But I think they have completely different mindsets.
But when that's your quote unquote profession.
Yeah. And,
Right.
Yeah. And you're
But
passionate.
then I also think, what about the person who was next in line
I know.
for the team and
That's
didn't
where
get
I
to
have
go?
the mixed views.
Because then I'm
Scooch it
like,
over.
was that, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it just a publicity thing? And now,
Like, because she's had her moment. She
Yeah.
is an Olympian.
Yes.
So she's had her moment. But yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
so
Yeah.
mixed feelings.
I have a mix. The one thing that I'm going to keep an eye on, and I don't have specific names or whatever, but I did see a clip. It sounds like it must be the U.S. women's hockey team. Several of them, or at least one of them that I saw, have little kids. And I'm like, that is
surprise me.
so badass to be able to be like an elite level athlete after just giving birth 2 years ago or whatever. This lady had like 2 kids that looked like they were 2 and 3. I'm like,
Again, they're different. I mean, they're just how they train.
I kept
and
my
how
baby
they-
weight for
like
20
like you
years.
said, the physics of it all. I don't get it.
yeah, I don't either.
I mean, talk about a superwoman. I'm like, okay, nah, I had a lot of
Yeah.
respect for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you won't be a correspondent, fine,
will not.
Tracy. I mean, you can say no. Kim, is there a sport that you'd like to be the correspondent on?
I mean,
Or just general?
Tell the truth, Kim. Just tell her no. You don't want to.
I really don't want to be a correspondent
See?
because I don't. I'm not poo-pooing the Winter Olympics. It just doesn't grab me as much as like the Summer Olympics. But I will watch like Snoop, like his little things within it, and
Yes.
like his different. And there's nobody, and I know he's everywhere, and he's probably overdone with whatever, but he is so good at his job and makes it so fun and makes people want to watch and want to like if something like curling, which
Right.
Let's be honest. That's a very boring thing to watch.
Right.
But somebody with his enthusiasm and somebody that shows it from a different light, I think it's fun.
I think it's fun too. Yeah, he is everywhere, but you know what? He says what we're thinking, like the common man, because I think he realizes how amazing these people are. So he keeps it real with just his reactions.
Yeah, and I enjoy that part of it. I like online. I'll watch the 5-minute recap of all the things that he's done and all the different events he's watched.
Because I did see him.
It is fun.
And the quad god, he was watching him and he saw him do the flip. He's like, "Dang!" Wild reaction.
He is so. It's funny to watch his reaction. But
okay, so you won't be fine. I'll just be. I was going to correspond about the hockey tournament because I'm invested in Team Canada.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're Americans, Rachel.
Are we? Yeah, can't get behind the Americans. The Americans snubbed two people that I thought should have made the team.
Okay.
And they have more than a couple people on the team that I think are creepy, like hard to root for. So I'm Team Canada.
Such a bizarre read on Team USA, but okay. I don't know anything about them.
Now you should be very interested in watching them.
I'm a little bit interested just because I've never seen them. So for you to have put them in such categories, I'm a little bit interested.
Well, I'm cheering for Team Canada.
Oh, Canada. Yeah.
Oh, Canada. Their song's better too. Okay. Fine. I'll be the only person that will tell you anything about the Olympics going forward. You guys have nothing. Okay. Okay, we're leaving the sports desk now. Take your sports hat off. Let's talk about status symbols, Tracy. I know that you were a gal back in 1978 that really flexed.
I could tell you one thing I flexed right off the bat.
Let's hear it.
It is a sweater that I got from my aunt who was rich. And my sister got one too. And they were green. And they had a giant OK symbol, and it said Sassoon across it.
Oh, yes.
Stop it.
My whole little girl chubby belly was covered with an OK sign.
Your status was sealed on the West Side with that sweater.
I probably wore it a couple days a week just to make sure everybody got to see it.
Did you have any? Do you say Sassoon or Sassoon?
I say Sassoon.
Me too.
Sassoon too.
I do too, and I'm sure it's wrong.
Yeah.
Did you have the jeans?
Don't be crazy.
Well, you had the OK sweater. That's bougie.
It is bougie. I mean, I might have had some Gloria Vanderbilts, but
I did too.
Yeah.
With the swan.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Were there any other items that you had in your childhood that when you either wore them or it was a toy or whatever that you felt like it was a huge status symbol, like people were probably pretty jealous?
No, I know I've told you guys this story before, so it's a repeat. But when I got the Izod socks and cut off the alligators and put them on shirts, because the socks were like $6 a pair. The shirts were expensive.
Was that your idea?
Of course.
So you've always been kind of a
spendthrift,
like you're a forerunner in being frugal, because that's a brilliant idea. Something that I would think that my mom would have thought of. Yeah. But she didn't. And the fact that young Tracy's out there knowing that all she has
socks can be scrunched, because every sock was scrunched back then.
Yeah.
That little alligator wasn't even missed.
I was going to say, your pants cover the alligator.
Yeah.
What's the fun?
Well, apparently, if you're that rich, you just have it on everything. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm going to brag and say that my bed sheets that I currently have on my bed that I got at Ross for Less have an alligator on the pillowcases.
Nice.
Just a little, like the size.
Is it the Izod?
Yes, it is the alligator. Izod. It would be the alligator that would be on.
Do you think they took it off socks?
Just on the corner, just a little one.
Nice.
And I look at it and I think, well, I'm fancy.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm fancy.
I've never thought of looking at linens at Ross for Less.
TJ Maxx has
good ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. These are like a high thread count and cotton. I like.
Do you have a certain thread count that you draw the line at?
No, because I have since learned that that's not the end all be all. But anything less than 800, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not really in line for.
Yeah.
I don't like flannel sheets either because you can't. They're
You can't regulate your body temperature.
Yeah, I was gonna say they make you hot.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you can't even move around though.
Yeah. So I'd say 800 or higher that's me being bougie because that's something I am bougie on. You're in there for 8 hours. I'm probably not shaving my legs, so I don't
make the
need
best.
something scratching back
No,
at me.
something silky that you can move around.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I got some new sheets at Costco, and I thought, I don't know if I looked to see what thread count it was, but they had a fun pattern on them. Usually, I just get like plain colored ones.
Right.
But I don't know what these are made of, but they make so much noise.
So they're like cardboard.
I mean, they feel soft.
Yeah, but they're loud.
Like it's almost like I have like a Meyer bag and it's crunkling every time I turn over.
Rob loves those.
That's funny.
So I don't fall for those because
Maybe that's just the bottom of your feet on the sheets.
It is winter.
gosh darn it. Maybe I do
you need some lotion.
Don't we all?
Pumice stone.
Yes. Okay, so I won't fall for that. Okay. Kim, is there something that jumped out? I mean, Tracy had something right.
I mean, yeah, I definitely was very in tune with what other girls had, and I had a neighbor that lived next door to us that was a year older than me, and she was spoiled rotten and had everything and anything. Well, I got her hand-me-downs, so I rocked the Jordache jeans, and I had the guests like I did. My mom would buy them, buy them like garage sale.
Right?
Am I not coming in?
No, you're fine.
Okay, I didn't. Sorry. Anyways, so those kind of things, yeah, you did. You felt like I remember for Christmas, my grandparents got me the like leather Nikes, not canvas, like leather. And I remember sitting on the bus. This is so ridiculous that I remember this. And like being on the end and making sure my foot was out because like I wanted people to see that I had the powder blue Nikes that were like the swoosh was powder blue. Like I just felt I was a very insecure kind of nerdy girl in grade school. So I think that those kind of things seemed so important to me because it made me feel like I fit in.
Yeah. No, but they were important.
I mean, they were. I'm not saying anything that's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny that you both named the three things that absolutely, in my mind's eye, I remember the day I got the leather Nikes. I had the red swoosh.
Oh, that's funny.
I think prior to that, the shoes that I had, I think they were made out of plastic.
Probably.
Like the pleather stuff?
Oh, I think most of my tennis shoes came from Value City.
Yeah.
So-
Mine came from Payless.
Yeah.
I loved Payless.
I mean, Payless had cute shoes.
Yeah. I'm sad it's gone.
I know.
Wait a minute, it's gone.
Let's pour one out for Payless.
Payless shoes is gone?
Yes, they've
The
been
one with the
gone.
wheel?
No, that's
Shoe Carnival. I believe that's still around.
They have name
Okay, I got
brand.
that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed
Payless
that.
did not have name brand, but they had some. They just you always had that. That was a place to go if you had like a funeral or a
Oh, yeah.
wedding or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You were going to get
Easter
some $10
shoes.
dress
Yep.
shoes. Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Sorry.
So I remember it was like 1980. I think I was in 5th grade. I had the leather Nikes and I had Calvin Klein jeans, which, now you're looking back, they were too tight. Okay. I was wearing them.
Nothing came between you and your Calvins.
I could barely get between me and my Calvins. And then, so the Nike shoes and the Calvin Kleins and then the Izod polo shirt.
Okay.
I love the Izods. I thought they were
Oh, me.
so
I
cool.
Yeah. I maybe had one.
Yeah.
Maybe. My dad went out of town for like a work convention, and I think I was in 6th grade. And it was around Christmas time, and he came home with a Bennington sweatshirt. I literally thought I was going to lose my damn mind.
Yeah.
Those were cool. I
That is
never
like
had that.
international fashion.
I know. I mean,
it might
like,
have well
there
come
wasn't
from
Benningtons
Milan.
here. Like they
No.
weren't in Indianapolis. So
No.
like, or Indiana. I thought
It was like
I thought I was the coolest
international,
thing.
Yeah. You were
Yeah.
European fashion.
I was. Swatch watch. Did you have
I
swatch
never had a
watches?
swatch.
But they were cute.
They
I
were
always
cute.
liked them. I liked the little bands that people had.
They
for
still.
them.
I mean, the Fashion Mall still has a swatch watch store.
Say it 3
Do they
times
really?
fast.
Swatch watch. They do. They do.
I didn't know that. One thing that I thought of that I thought was a big status symbol, just in terms of how difficult it was to get. And I never wanted one, but back when the Cabbage Patch doll was kind of the thing. You had to fight for those things.
My mom fought tooth and nail to get them.
Yeah.
So that was a status
She
symbol.
really did.
I never wanted one, but if you got one
I
the
was
year that
very
they
into
were...
dolls.
Yeah, I wanted one. I didn't get one, but until this past year, Alex and I got one at a...
Did they still smell powdery? Did they have like a smell?
No, but we got it at like a like a Salvation Army type store.
It
Wish I
smelled
could remember
musty.
the name of
And
mine.
she was looking at clothes, and I didn't even realize what I was doing. I was fixing its hair because it had like one ponytail and one braid. That was stupid. So I had to fix it. And she's like, "Oh my God, Mom, you have to get it. You're fixing its hair." So I was like, "Okay, I guess I'm getting it." So then we had to get Sam one. And then the three of us for a couple weekends took him to garage sales with us and laughed hysterically as people looked at us walking around
my
with our
God.
Cabbage Patch.
I still have mine.
Do you?
Like it's in like in our attic and stuff.
That was something to brag about.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that. That and the Barbie Dream House, which I also never had. But you
did.
have fun neighbors.
I had a dream
Well,
house.
my grandma and grandpa.
Oh, the
I was
elevator with
an
the-
Yes.
I was the
Oh,
oldest
pulley
grandchild.
elevator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like hard
Yeah.
cardboard. I got
Had
it
a
for
pool,
Christmas.
little inflatable.
Oh
Oh,
yes,
Oh my God.
it was
Yeah,
everything.
That was everything.
I had a friend who had the complete Smurf figurine
Oh
set.
my God, I did too.
Kimberly.
Stop it! Her name was Leanne. She would say she had
This
the
girl's name
tiered.
was Lisa.
She had a tiered thing in her room, and I swear to God, every time Claire's would like have a new Smurf, she had every single Smurf figurine there was.
Yes.
And you know what?
That is crazy. I was so jealous of her.
I didn't even like the Smurfs that much, but I did. I didn't collect them all, but I had 4 or 5 of them. Why?
I had a few.
Why
were-
did I have those?
Because they
Claire's-
were important to
Claire's
have.
had 'em.
It was important to have.
I feel like I got them at the Hallmark stores. That's-
Probably there. I just remember every time you went to the mall, you went to Claire's to see
Yeah.
if they had new ones or
Yes.
if they had different ones. Oh my God, that's so funny. I mean, I guess it's, yeah. This girl
isn't
had.
status symbol really, but I was just thinking about the mall, and I wanted an Orange Julius. I loved Orange Julius when I would
You
go
know
to the
what?
mall.
I have never had an orange Julius. Julius.
No, they're good.
Yeah, I never
They're
have.
so good. I don't
like
think there's
hot-
anything like actual fruit or anything good for you.
It's
But
I just don't
straight
like
up
orange
sugar.
flavored stuff. Like, yeah.
okay.
I
Is
like
there the
just
orange
a good
Ju-
old icy. I like to go to like Woolworths and get an icy.
Guess what? For Christmas, Sam got the slushy maker, the Ninja Slushy.
Oh,
So come on over. We'll make slushies.
I love a good icy. Talk about
Icy,
bringing you back
yeah.
to like that's nostalgic.
Is the Orange Julius still in the mall?
No, no.
Well, it used to be like tied to Dairy
Rachel.
Queen. I don't know.
There's not even a Dairy Queen in the mall anymore.
Well, then I'm never going back to the mall. That's the only reason I would want to go. One thing that I recall when I was little, and it's just me because I don't know what it means, but I thought the be all end all flex was to have a push button telephone. We only had rotary phones at our home,
Okay.
and kind of like around that 1980-ish when
Well,
things
that's because you got them. The phone company gave those to
Correct.
you.
Those
so
were
you'd
like-
have to go buy the push
those were
button.
like screwed into the house.
Yeah,
Yes. But I remember like I'd go to a friend's house and they'd have the push button phone, and I would like just want to play on it.
Beep boop beep bop bop bop. bop.
Call the weather 222 2222.
get on the chat line.
Yes.
Merchants make time. So I used to think that
Yeah, I
was
mean,
really cool.
I always felt like if people had several phones in their house.
Well, Tracy had her own line.
Yeah, that is
We
true.
had-
That
we had
I
a
really
separate
thought
line
that I thought they were
upstairs.
fancy.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
were
definitely.
fancy.
I mean, people were just really jealous of you.
Yeah. The second line upstairs. Didn't
That
matter.
is- that's bougie.
pretty bougie.
The other thing that I thought was definitely a status symbol was what if you had, and which one was it? The video games like Atari. Like we had Atari, and it was it was an important thing as a kid. Yeah, that's what you talk about at lunch.
We had Pong.
The game Pong.
Yeah, like the
That's
one.
That was Atari, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Did any of your friends ever have
We
Commodore?
might have gotten like a early edition of Frogger.
Pong came with the game.
Well, that's all we had.
Combat or Pong came with the game.
Yes.
I didn't play combat, so
Joe loved
You like the
combat. Him and his
tennis when it
dad.
would go
Him and his
boink,
dad played combat all
boink,
the time.
I was thinking about an Atari game that I used to play that came in clutch here this past snowstorm we had. I said, oh my God, they say you can't learn something playing video games. They're wrong. I used to play, I loved the driving games. And the one driving game with the route that you could make it into an ice surface, so the cars you were driving would slide around the corner like it was
And
ice.
you would have to know
and
how
you'd
to
have
steer?
to anticipate and steer. And I was doing that when we got a ton of snow, and I'm like,
Thank you.
I'll be darned if
Thank you.
Atari didn't teach me how to drive on the ice. I drifted right around that corner perfectly. Okay.
I just thought of something else statusy that I wondered if you guys had.
What's that?
And it's pronounced different ways depending on who you are. But it would be a burgundy leather Agner or Anye
Anye.
purse.
I always called it
It's
Agner.
actually Agner now.
That is so funny that you said
On
this.
TikTok, they have like these special people that have said that we were wrong to say Anye, which that's always what I thought it was.
How do you say it?
Agner.
Agner?
Do you?
I don't know. Somebody
I
who says they
didn't
know.
necessarily have a purse like that, but I knew the name brand. I think I had a pair of shoes,
Belt,
and those were really
shoes.
good.
I don't know if these were everywhere, but over in Greenwood for years and years and years, there was a store called the Fashion Shop,
Okay.
and it was probably like a TJ Maxx, but
It was
maybe-
great.
So they had that brand. And I remember they had it like TJ Maxx will carry specific brands, like
Right.
Nautica or whatever. They had that brand. And I remember not me so much carrying, but my mom carrying.
Yes, my mom
and
did too.
shoes, wallets, all that kind of
Belt,
stuff. You
yeah.
got yourself like an Agner type thing. That was like, my mom would be like, oh my God, I can't believe that it's this.
Snatch that up, yeah.
Yeah, get that.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I would ever even know that brand.
And that's the only brand that had that color leather that I know
I
of.
know.
I
mean,
love that
maybe
color.
others
You are
did,
right.
but other like Coach, you could get black, blue, green,
It really
leather,
was a very
whatever.
specific color. Don't you think that at
It was
that
like
time,
a burgundy.
It's like a Merlot. Yes.
Oh, excuse me, Merlot.
Yes. Do you think
I just
at
went
that
with
time
old
that was
cheapy
like
burgundy.
our moms like that? Like it was more like what we would consider a middle-aged mom
Yes.
type buy. Yeah. That's, oh my God.
I bet that's
so-
going to come back.
Yeah. My mom's boss in the 80s, middle 80s, gave her a Louis Speedy. And
Who?
Come again? What?
Louis
Vuitton?
Louis Vuitton.
What's the
Speedy is the bag that's it's like the most popular. It kind of looks like you'd carry a pound puppy in it.
Oh,
Yeah. I never knew it was called
Those
that.
are called a Speedy, and they have different sizes.
Yeah.
Anyway, she got one of those for Christmas. She was so fancy with it.
Oh,
and
you
she
would
had like the keychain and everything.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
And I will say, do I have a set that I maybe bought off a website in China? Maybe.
maybe.
And I pretend that I'm her.
yeah.
I'm jealous.
Thank you.
One thing that I thought was interesting when I was kind of looking around the internet about status symbols, because what we were talking about, like a child's view of what
Yeah.
a status symbol is, it definitely, when we were young, was brands.
Yeah.
And then it brought up the good point on the internet, brought up a good point that because back then, like you said, for Benetton, you had to go to Italy to get that.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't online, everything wasn't available to everyone everywhere.
Right.
So the brands were a big deal in that they weren't as easily accessible and mass produced. So it was like a big deal. Like
Yeah, it
now,
was.
it's not that big of a deal.
And I wondered, what does that do? Like the market is so saturated with fakes.
With dupes. Yeah. That's what I was
So,
just thinking.
or
like,
dupes. Yeah. That sounds nicer.
fake too. I mean-
then what, does that devalue the real ones?
Yes.
Like if you can't tell
I know.
if someone's carrying real or fake, why carry the real?
Well,
Like,
that's what they said. I was never in on the Birkin bag.
Yeah, I have a
Hermes or whatever.
Yeah.
But they were saying there's a working bag, and that's working for the W's for Walmart.
Yes.
And they have one, and that some
is
people
very
can't
similar.
even
Oh,
tell.
yeah. There's people I follow on Instagram. Now, I couldn't pick out a Birkin bag.
Me
That's
neither.
just a brand that I'm not familiar with. But there are girls on like that I follow on Instagram that'll say, this is so like high end and luxury. Like,
Yeah, the Birkins. I have a fake from like 20 years ago
Mm-hmm.
from Canal Street in New York, and Birkin is a style of Hermes bags.
Okay.
So it's just a certain
Oh,
style,
see, I didn't even
and
know
they're
they
like
have different
20
sizes.
or $40,000.
Oh,
Yeah, some of the small ones,
outrageous.
are very. And some of them, these people say they go like into Paris, the store in there, or whatever, and they want to buy one, and they say we don't have any.
No, you have to
for
almost
sale.
be invited
Yeah,
to like.
you have to be invited, or you have to have an appointment, and you might say, I'd like a blue one, and they say,
You can't have that.
you can't have that one. We have a red one if you'd like it. And it's $40,000. And there are people that will go, okay, I'll take the red. No, for $40,000, if I can't have the color I want, I'm not buying one. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
But I know that people aren't.
Or just buy a car. Yeah, I don't understand that whole thing, but especially now that you can't tell the difference. I guess I sort of get super rich people that are bored that when it meant something to have something so valuable that it was a status symbol. But at this point in time, you can't even tell the difference. So
what
it
would be a
takes away
status symbol now? Like if those things are all the market saturated and it's not those, then what?
Well,
What's next?
what I thought, and tell me what you guys think. I was thinking it's the opposite. So now it's more of a flex. It's more of a status symbol to say, I went to Walmart and got the work in
Right.
and paid $12.99. And like the flex is you're not falling for the commercialism of it all,
Right.
that you're doing the dupe
Yes.
and realizing it's probably the same. What was it? What happened recently where China was like, okay, now that it was the tariffs.
yes.
When China got mad about the tariffs and they're like, okay, well, we're mad. So we're just going to tell the United States the truth. Everything is made here. And then a label is put on it. It's all the same thing. And that just kind of blew up the whole
industry
industry of everything. Then you're
Yes.
like, oh,
No, I definitely think it's more of a flex to be a hustler, like to hustle, like when you see women on Instagram, let's say, and they're showing, hey, Walmart is just like their whole fashion line has completely, they're buyers now. Their clothes are, as high, the price point's different, but the quality is the same.
And the style is
the same.
It may not be exactly the same. It may not. It may have longer
But it's certainly
threads.
not.
You know what I mean? Or
It's certainly a flex to say, look where I got this. I got
Yes.
this at Walmart. Like, I didn't go spend $500 for something. I
Right.
went, and
well, one thing that I thought was interesting that they said online was that, like you said, what's a status symbol now that the whole market's just saturated with stuff.
Right.
And what they said is that the status symbol now would be showing distance from traditional signifiers of wealth. So instead of bragging about all the Instagram followers you have, you would rather say, I'm deleting social media and going offline. That's
that's a bigger status because you
a
don't need
status.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
I saw a quote and I wrote it down, but now that you're saying this, that was put it into perspective for me. It says, when I was younger, status was about being seen. Now it's about being at peace. So if you're comfortable within yourself and you are comfortable with the clothes you wear, the house you have, the car you drive, that's more of a status symbol in my eyes than seeing somebody that tries so hard just to be seen and just to fit in and just to,
Yes.
that kind
I
of stuff.
agree.
I've grown away from that.
Yes. And I think that's part of maturing. I think.
Yes. But not everybody does that.
Well, no.
I mean, it's, like,
Yeah.
So yeah, I think right now it's kind of going toward less material things and more like they were talking about how it's kind of a status symbol now if you have leisure time, which I thought was the saddest thing I'd ever
that is
heard.
sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's true.
Well,
But
that's what I was getting ready to say. Vacations.
Yes.
People
Yeah.
for a while that were going on vacations
Yeah.
and they were going to Florida and these places, but then everybody started going there. So then people started going to the Virgin Islands, but then everybody started going
Yeah.
there. Some people started going to Krakow. Like everything,
Yeah.
or Curacao, whatever it's saying.
Yeah.
Everything keeps one-upping to the better, bigger.
yeah.
Northern Lights. It's just where can I go or what can I do that's
What
different?
experience can I have that's unique?
Yes.
Yes, because there's not a lot of uniqueness in the world, and I guess what they're saying is, obviously, if it's a status symbol, it has to cost something.
Yeah.
Like a cost has to be with it. But now they're saying it's not just it has to cost something; it also has to be something that's scarce. So
Yeah.
And not
Your-
the norm. Yeah.
your time, your privacy. That was another thing that they were saying is kind of a big social status. Like if you are
Have a small
offline.
digital footprint.
Yes, if your digital footprint is small and they were saying like some people as a status symbol are getting the flip phone again and like just totally not engaging in
Yeah.
the digitalness of it all. And part of me kind of loves that. I don't know if I would go crazy and
I would.
regret it, but I admire that thought, at least. I would
Yes.
entertain that
I
thought.
can understand why somebody would want to unplug and to not be bombarded with news and this and that all the time. That's not, I think there's probably a fair amount of people, I mean, that can't mentally handle that.
I'm getting to the point that I'm one of those people.
I get very tired of feeling like I'm scrolling through the same things. I think things get repetitive. But it's something that I'm going to just
know.
I wouldn't be able to I would not want to give that up.
Me either.
well, and yeah.
It's my entertainment.
And that's
It's
where
my
I
education.
kind of use that as like, I feel like it keeps me in the know and it keeps me feeling like I can still have a voice. And I don't know. I just,
Well,
and it's entertainment.
It's that.
Sadly, it is.
It is.
I'm glad that I don't feel like I get as warped into it as a young adult does.
Right.
I think my maturity and wisdom keeps me kind of out of that. But I don't know.
Well, speaking of maturity, we are super mature.
I guess I shouldn't have said
Yes, we
I'm
are.
one of the most immature people I,
a
know, but
lot
I'm
of-
saying like just wisdom.
That's what people
more.
talk about when they talk about us. They talk about how mature we are.
So mature.
As a
Polished,
mature
we're polished.
adult now, what are some status symbols that you feel are status symbols now?
That I own. Like, is that what you're saying? Or
No.
just
What
okay.
you feel is a status symbol as an adult.
Okay.
Now that you've
I don't
lived-
even know how I would call this a status symbol, but I'm going to say it. And
Do it.
but like, how much my kids worship me. It's a status.
I think that is a status symbol
for
that,
me.
that you're a parent that is there.
Yeah.
That they want to be around you. That they consider you a friend. No,
Yeah.
that is.
I put down on my list happy children.
Yes.
And
Productive children.
That's because that's a scarcity in today's
is.
day and age.
it's
and
not a given.
no, it's not.
No, you cannot assume that if you feed them and house them, then everything's good. That's not.
And it does feel like a status symbol, a flex to say, oh, my kids are in their 20s and they have jobs that have insurance. What? I mean, since when is insurance a flex? I was like,
It sure is,
It shouldn't be, but it is.
You're absolutely right. I was like, just they're off on their own. They're figuring it out.
Yeah.
And they still speak to me. So I feel like that's a
Yes.
huge status
Yeah.
symbol.
Absolutely.
That is to me more than physical things.
No, I agree. I 100% agree.
Some other things that were listed as status symbols for people of our age that I thought was funny. One of them said Dyson hair products.
Like, they are expensive.
Like
It's
not the
true.
vacuums, but like the hair dryers or
Yes.
whatever.
The hair dryers are like $500.
Yeah, they're $500 or $600 for the one that sucks it up and
That does everything.
It dries it and curls it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
sets it
Okay.
and does everything at once.
Do any of our listeners out there have a Dyson hair dryer?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Yes. I think
Half of them.
I think
What?
people look at that as like a really like good investment.
Yeah, they're like,
they're going to last a really long time. They're going to do what you want them to do with your
My
hair.
hair's still going to look bad if I'm the one doing it.
Well,
it
see,
doesn't matter
these
what
kind of,
Dyson
like,
does.
Suck the hair in and twirl it for you. You don't have to do it.
I'd get my hair stuck in there or something like I did with those stupid curling irons back in the day, the comb curling
They're a lot
irons.
of work for me. I don't put that much work into my hair but
Right.
I can see where people would
so
do that.
That made the
Absolutely.
list.
I mean, people makeup. I mean, people are very brand driven.
Skincare. Oh, skincare's a good one. If you can
Skincare.
afford the Korean skincare or whatever
Yes.
skincare.
Going and getting stuff done. You know,
Yeah,
like
those
Botox
are status,
or peels or
to make
that
you look
is.
younger. It's
That is
youth
definitely
is a flex.
Yeah, youth
Yeah.
is a
Or
flex.
the appearance,
Yeah.
the fraud of it all.
Yes.
No one's falling for it for me. My status symbol is that I want to hear what I just recently did that I feel as though I am the smartest person in the world, is that I took all the little bottles of skincare stuff, the serums that I have. I would go to Dollar Tree and I'd always get these serums. And I'm like, if I sat there and put on each individual serum, you know, one had caffeine in it, one had vitamin C, one had hyaluronic acid, one had squalene, something, I don't know. But they all had something different. So I'd get these different little things and then I would never use them because it would take me an hour and a half to put a little bit of each of them on. So what did I do? I dumped them all in one bottle. and
I don't know.
Okay,
and
your
shook it up.
skin's gonna like burn or something.
I'm living proof right now. No burns. So what I did
It's
was
probably all aloe vera anyway.
no,
No. Okay, smells good.
I know.
So just all in one serum.
So what I did is I was like, well, I need that, and so I was dumping the little bottles into a bigger bottle, and then I scented it with a little bit of strawberry oil that I had
Yes.
from the Dollar Tree, and I shook it up, and then I was like, ooh, this could be like a bad science fair experiment because what if the bottle explodes? Like I didn't even know what I was
Well,
putting
yeah.
together.
Yeah.
The chemicalness of it all. I was like a mad scientist. Long story short, half a bottle full. I use it all over my body. I'm not even just using it for my face. I said, you know what?
Collagen her
Collagen.
butt.
Yeah, collagen. Why is collagen only good for my face?
It's good for everywhere.
And now I'm using it everywhere. So it's about
for you.
$10.50 worth of various serums shaken up.
You're giving away your trade secrets.
I mean,
Gosh, yeah.
yeah, they're like, oh my gosh, what is her secret to looking so young?
Yeah.
And it's definitely
Who would have known?
the Dollar Tree. One other thing that they said that I thought was not funny, but now is somewhat of a flex is a low mortgage rate, which I was like, what?
Well,
Nobody knows each other's mortgage rates, do they?
But I would wear it on a shirt just like you wore Sassoon. Like if I had a really
Yeah,
good mortgage rate, you could
okay.
make a sweater with.
couldn't tell you what mine is.
5.7?
but-
I don't know.
I think
What?
two or three is good. I don't even know.
Well, I will say, because Joe has his real estate license, so he helps every once in a while, like a family member or a friend. I know that mortgage rates during the time that I know yours mortgage is somewhat newer than mine. Mine's 22 years old. And I think that it is considered pretty low when you get locked in. But I think mortgage rates now are like between 7 and 8%.
I think you're right.
So,
yeah, I would definitely make a T-shirt if I got
Yeah.
something lower than 5%.
because that's when I always say,
Catch me
the
at-
market. Like,
Catch me at 4.8.
yeah, the market.
Bitches.
Go buy
Okay.
a house. And it's like, why would you give up your mortgage rate to get a new home?
One other thing that I think is, and this kind of goes along with medical insurance, which should not be a flex, is a retirement fund. Like now people use that as like, yeah, no, but they are like, oh, look at me. And then you're like, oh, so fancy. You get to stop working one day.
Yeah.
How about that? Aren't you? And you hate them for it. And you're
Yeah.
like, okay, great for you. But now that we live in a place that's actually something
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I don't know.
is a social status, I think it's sad.
I think that is sad. Yeah. I mean, and there's also a part of me, if you like your job, like Joe will never stop working.
Right.
And I'm not saying that he'll work as hard as he's working now, but as long as he's still functioning and can
Right.
he'll never stop work. Like, I just think my dad still works part-time.
Right.
He's 77 years old.
Right.
So I just think that it
depends on
but
what you do.
I clean for people that, are snowbirds the whole winter and work their buns off and they had their retirement,
Right.
and they're living off the benefits of it. So I think it is a flex to a
little bit
degree,
of a-
most
yeah,
definitely.
a little bit of a flex.
So
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm sure you all have some status symbols that we did not discuss, and feel free to hop in there and let us know. One fun fact before we go, and I'm super mad about this, is I looked up what used to be a status symbol in the olden days, and it was obesity. And I was pissed.
Oh, I did know that.
Yeah. I'm like, does it show that you have money to eat good food?
You had money to eat. Like women
I mean,
were
yeah,
heavy
I can
because
understand
they
that.
could,
Yeah.
And men, it was a status symbol for men because they kept their woman fed.
And then I'm like, why'd that go out of style?
The Renaissance really.
Nice.
Wrong
We're
time.
It was a different time. We're living in the wrong time. Thanks so much for joining us. We look forward to having you back on Up for Grabs.